I look great. Well, I'm coming to you after spending a lot of time outside wearing a hat. And, well, that does something just wonderful to your face. It is Monday. It is week 4. No, week 5. We're starting week 5 of the Three Rivers Pantry Challenge. I'm just going to continue until whatever. At this point, by the time you see this week's video, I will have posted the grocery hauls that I did this past month. And I'm just going to kind of do that. If I need to fill in a little bit, I'm going to fill in. But the main reason is just to kind of rotate the food in my house. And yeah, just trying to save a little bit of money right now, especially with losing about half of my steady income. So, with that said, today is Monday, January 30th. For breakfast, that handsome looking boy right there made everybody oatmeal. And I believe with that there was some smoothies being made. You can kind of see the evidence of that. And then for lunch, which is what I'm working on now, but my daughter did the main thing. She used the other bag or two of this and made some cilantro lime rice, which is delicious. I think I would do a little bit more lemon or lime, just because I really like a good kick to it. But there's that, and then with it, I'm just going to add some of this kielbasa sausage that I picked up. So from the Amish salvage store. This stuff is like $4 in the store now, so really thankful to have a more affordable price to it. So that's breakfast and lunch on week 5 of the Pantry Challenge. Alright, dinner tonight, Monday, January 30th, is kind of a hodgepodge of things. So this is hot chocolate. We made it the same way we did it last week. Calm down, John. I'm finishing up some of that chicken soup that we had Saturday. I juiced like 3 bags of celery. I had 4 or 5 carrots left, and I don't know, like a 1/4 cup, maybe 1/8 of a cup of lemon juice in here. And this is what a lot of the kids mainly wanted for dinner. So that's dinner for tonight, January 30th. Happy very early Tuesday morning to you. I am, because I've talked about this in my grocery haul videos, I'm constantly buying like snacks for my son, and I'm like, oh, I want to get better about, preparing food and all of that stuff. So that's actually what I'm doing tonight. I made a recipe that I will leave down below. It's like an almond joy like protein ball, something to that effect. And I made 1 batch of it. It makes a small batch, which is actually really good for me. You're supposed to blend the oats up a little bit, but I was trying to get this already into the freezer by the time this was done cooking. This is breakfast tomorrow. It's leftover oatmeal cake. But because of that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to cut that step. And I added a little bit extra honey. Taste-wise, it's fine. It's kind of makes me think of the Daddy's no-bake cookies, but anyway, so I did that for my son, and then I was like, instead of the oatmeal, what if you did like almond flour? Because for me, the oatmeal can get stuck in my teeth and it hurts if it's raw. And so I tried making it with almond flour, and we'll see how it works. I'm going to pop these into the freezer, and yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. So I got protein balls. My husband can take some for work if he desires, and I think that's great. I finally did it, y'all. Last week I even made I started filming it but never finished it, but I had made the cereal bars that it's like the Nutri-Grain bars that you can buy in the store, but you make like a breaded bottom, and then you spread your jam over it, and then you make the breaded top over it. And that was inhaled, and I used an orange jam with that, which has been our least favorite jam so far. So that's fantastic. So I'm getting better about kind of doing the things that I say I want to do in order to save us money. So making our own snacks, making, something that'll get some protein. Again, my son let me know that he's working early tomorrow, so I made sure I got breakfast done now. So just a little prelude for hopefully a much better week in terms of being food prepared. How many eggs was that? I don't know. For lunch today, we had this sauerkraut German potato soup. It was really good. I kind of adapted a recipe that's down below. I do not use pre-cooked potatoes or frozen potatoes. I actually just cut up about 5 cups of my own, and I added it to the bone broth. I did about a quart of bone broth, and then I cooked it down till it was soft, and then I added the milk and the cheese and all the other stuff. But it's a hit, and everybody loves it here. So that's what was for lunch on this Tuesday morning, or afternoon. I guess it would have been afternoon. I burnt it. It is Wednesday. I completely forgot to film last night what we had for dinner. It was beef broccoli, and I completely forgot to film it, so there we go. Today for breakfast. Eggs. I made a batch of eggs. Very expensive batch of eggs. But that's what we have for breakfast, and those that wanted it could have it. We also have some of those granola bars that I picked up from Aldi. A couple, I think you've seen that video. So they had a granola bar and some of that. Again, Wednesdays I'm out the door pretty early for food trucks. Today was a little bit unique because we had early babysitting. We don't normally have that, and we had an extra sibling for that. Again, not really normal, so I was trying to do something quick and easy for them. That's what that is. Lunch, I don't know what I did for lunch. I don't know if I did anything for lunch. That's awkward. I think everybody kind of helped themselves. Wednesdays my husband is home. It's his day to kind of catch up on any schoolwork that he's behind on, anything like that. So it's kind of like a shared responsibility day. And there was plenty of leftovers, like there's leftover potato soup. There are fruits and vegetables and all sorts of things that people can make up and eat. So I'm not worried about that at all. And now I'm kind of working on dinner. This is going to be a side dish. We'll see if it works out for dinner or just a side dish for whoever wants it. I am making, with cauliflower that we got from the mobile food pantry, I am making and bacon that we got from the mobile food pantry. I am making this twice baked cauliflower dish that my sister and my kids love. So it's kind of a treat when I make it. Super simple. I mainly make it for Super Bowl, and I'm making it today because I have cauliflower that I'm trying to work through. So that will kind of play into lunch, I think. And for dinner, because it is Wednesday, and Wednesday is just a crazy day. All of my days are crazy, but it's really hard to get everything filmed. So there is that beef stew that I made last week that we didn't really like at all. So I have some opened already, and I was like, well, I don't know how I can really, just reheating it, nobody likes it. It's not really the best way to use it. So I'm actually going to try to turn it into a beef pot pie, and I'm hoping that it works. I might need like a little bit more filler into the base, but it's mostly gravy. I think that's one reason why the kids don't like the soup as much. So there's not really anything to it, and it has a lot of soy. really just tastes weird. Get this bacon cooking. So that's what I'm going to try to do for dinner. I will show you when I get home, like how much is left, how much got eaten. But I'm just going to take this pie crust, put one in the bottom, put the leftovers of the beef stew in here, cover it with another thing. I might add like a little bit more to it, like some, like a can of peas. I might add some spinach, just kind of bulk it up, and then that will be for dinner tonight. Alright, so I'm making this twice baked cauliflower. Thought I'd share with you how I'm doing it. In this pan is 3 bags of, what do they call them? Hold on. 3 bags of cauliflower. I had to throw some of this out. This is 12-ounce thing. I put it in here. Threw a couple florets out because they were pretty moldy and ugh. Okay, I'll do the laundry in just a minute. Okay. I cooked them until they were soft enough that they are falling apart, like when you put a fork through it. Okay, and then to this pan, I have added a block of cream cheese and a whole stick of butter. Just kind of cut it like this, and then you mash it like this until it's all incorporated. Now this is much better with 2 hands and steam not fogging up the camera. So I'm going to go finish this and pull out a 9x13 pan. Okay, so I have mashed it. I added some salt and pepper and garlic powder to this. And you just kind of make like a creamy mashed cauliflower. But I like to put it in here. And then to this, I'm going to top it with some more cheese. So I use cheddar cheese. And top it with that. And then I top it with crumpled up bacon that I've cooked. So here's food pantry bacon. I'm just going to crumple that on top. And then I like to add green onions. Now mine are frozen and wilted and dyed, but I did pick some up from the store, and I kind of want to start like growing another batch of it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then you pop it in the oven for I think 30 minutes at 375, and then it's a nice side dish. It's keto because it has all this dairy in it, and it's pretty delicious, and it's one way to hide. Cauliflower can have kind of an off taste. It stinks when you're cooking it, and it can have kind of an off taste, so I think all the cheese kind of hides it, and we just will do this as a good side dish. And I make it every Super Bowl, and so I'm kind of just playing around and getting everything ready for that day. So there we go. What are you excited about? What is that?
I don't know, but I was.
Alright, here is that beef pot pie. I would say it's rivaled to banquets any day. Maybe not rival to my mom's, but it's gonna work. It's palatable. It definitely makes that beef stew a little more palatable with added ingredients. So that's what we're gonna have for dinner and lunch, because we're kind of eating early and we're eating late for lunch. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. If somebody gets any more hungry, I should add this. I am making twice baked cauliflower, and that's what's in there. So there will be plenty to eat. Alright, it is Friday, February 3rd, and I know I missed last night. I might have missed the night before. Let's just get back into it. Yesterday, I know I didn't just because I was so busy. We had a lot of company over pretty much throughout the day. It was a beautiful, restful day. But I did do a lot of baking. I used 6 of the 12 cans of applesauce that I decided to try to use up this week. I made applesauce muffins. Most of those went home with the company. I made an applesauce cake that was a hit. It is a Great Depression recipe, I believe. I will leave that link down below for you. And then I made an applesauce banana bread. And this may turn out to be for breakfast tomorrow. So we'll see about that. But anyway, that was kind of like the big, what was going on yesterday. And then my daughter made some blueberry sour cream muffins, and we had that for breakfast. For lunch, I have no idea. We've been kind of in a cleaning, decluttering mood, and so, yeah, it's kind of, see what leftovers are in there. I know we had a ton of that rice. Oh, that was something that was made yesterday, and I know I didn't film. That Aldi boxed beans and rice mix that I purchased in the haul leading up to the Three Rivers Challenge. It's linked down below if I remember. We had that for lunch, and there was a ton. 3 boxes make enough easily for 2 lunches for us, probably 2 dinners even. And that meaning I have extra people here. So I think some kids have that for lunch. Okay, now we're back to dinner after 2 minutes of rambling. This is Brussels sprouts and bacon. However, we saw something online that kind of did this where you put cheese on top and some heavy whipping cream. I did not have any heavy whipping cream, so all I did was use sour cream and water. I would have used milk, but the only milk I have right now has vanilla in it, and that just didn't sound very good. So that's what this is. There's some leftover bacon here. I've had boys snitching on this while I get dinner ready. I made this a couple nights ago. I might have filmed that, I might have not, I don't know. But this is the twice baked cauliflower, and as you see, we just didn't really get into it that night, so I pulled this out for dinner tonight. And then also in that Aldi haul with the beans and rice thing, I had purchased fish, and so we are having fish for dinner. It is that cod, wild Alaskan, I think I threw the paper away, wild cod Alaska fish thing. All I did with this was I put a little bit of olive oil spray on it because I went for easy. I did that. I did some salt, pepper, dill. Dill is always a fantastic one to do. Garlic, and then just topped it with a lemon. And so that's what's going to be for dinner tonight. And I will do what I can to see you tomorrow. I am going to go help a friend out, which is why I'm thinking I'm going to do a overnight French toast for everybody here, and they can have that, or I will put this aside and we will use this on Sunday morning. And I still have a little bit of buttermilk left over, so I might just make up pancakes tonight, and then everybody can reheat it tomorrow, and then pull out some sausage if there is no more bacon. But we might do that as well. I just know that I will not get it filmed. And then last but not least, I have a treat for everybody. This is my husband's favorite cake. It is peach almond, and I haven't made it in years, so I thought I would do that. This is the recipe. You can just pause and write and whatever. I don't think you can find this anymore. Not sure, but yeah, that's going to be dinner tonight, and I will see you tomorrow. Alright, and then for Sunday, I made this ham. I made these sweet potato wedges, which is basically like the russet potato wedges, just seasoned with sweet potatoes. There was broccoli, and then there was a sweet potato crumb cake that was actually pretty fantastic. So it is Wednesday, the day I wanted this video to go out, and I realized I never filmed or finished my meal plan. And I say this is the meal plan because all of our plans don't always work out. For example, today, here's Wednesday, change of plans, and we did not have tuna cakes. I was not here, and so the family kind of fended for themselves. And dinner tonight. Dinner is supposed to be roast and Brussels sprouts. Well, guess who fell asleep on the couch last night and forgot to take the roast out of the freezer? Yeah, that would be me. So tonight, we are following up with the ham that I cooked the other night. I still have some ham in the fridge, and I'm like, okay, it was a huge ham. I should be potentially using up this ham. So tonight we're going to have ham, potato wedges, Brussels sprouts and bacon, because I have some Brussels sprouts that need to be used up, and possibly some broccoli as well. So that will be dinner tonight.
And then, yeah, everything else should go the same. You will notice on my meal plan here, here's the meal plan. Again, stay tuned to see how well we stick to this. Like Monday morning, I don't have anything scheduled. I don't know what's going to happen. This day we might have some changes going on, so this might be a kids pull a box of cereal down and have some cereal kind of morning. We will see. And then Tuesday I have this note here. So Tuesday is our little book club day, and I was writing to Sana Soup, and then I realized, oh wait a minute, the one lady that comes, she may not be able to eat that. So I did white bean soup instead. I have white beans that we need to use up. And then I moved to Sana Soup over here. And then I don't have anything for Saturday. It's just kind of up in the air right now. But anyway, this is the potential plan for the next 2 weeks. I have everything here. The only thing I don't have and I need to get, I need eggs. I am down to the last 11, which is kind of scary in this house because I have boys that love to make eggs as a just something to eat. And, well, if you've seen the price of eggs lately. So I need eggs and I need yogurt. I don't even have the stuff to make yogurt. So, I do know I will probably pick those up tonight. But pretty much everything else I have. So this is fantastic. So this will carry us through the next 2 weeks, which will take us to Saturday the 18th. And then hopefully we can get 2 more weeks before I have to do a bigger grocery haul. So we're going to see how that works. I'm going to wrap this video up, and I will see you in the next.